Hello once again, Bobby Mills for the Bobby Mills Independent Sports Talk Show, brought to you by Cornhusker Toyota Honda. We once again have Zach Navy behind the camera, special guest, director, producer Tino Martinez, and of course, the almighty wisdom man Jim Langen. We go over Class D1, 8-man football. I'm going to go, let's start on the West bracket. Palmer doesn't seem like a West team, that's where they are. They'll be the number 1 seed. How about that Palmer football team? I like them. They host Amherst, who lost a lot of people. Have you officiated Amherst?
No, I did last year.
Okay. Boy, did they ever lose some players.
Yeah, they did. You know, they still, for being 2 and 6, they had a really tough schedule.
Yeah,
they really did have a tough schedule.
Does a great job there, though.
You know, I think they beat Ravan and maybe Overton were their 2 wins. And I don't even know for sure, but boy, they week in and week out, I'm going, whoa.
Perkins County.
Yeah, Irwell.
Yeah.
I mean, you're looking at their schedule. So I will say this, they will not be shocked with Palmer's talent, because they've been playing against people like that. Right. I don't think they'll win the game. I think that Coach Evans will do what he can. He's done a pretty good job of doing some things, but I think defensively they're probably not as good as they need to be to stop a Palmer team.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen Amherst play. I'm kind of familiar with some of their athletes. I'm not sure how many of them cross over from basketball to football, but Coach Evans, great longtime coach there.
Yeah.
I give the nod to Nathan Glaus and his Palmer Tigers, though. I think they just have the right mix of the right kids right now, and he's punching all the right buttons. And they've had a great year, and I think they'll roll on into round 2.
And Bill had been building this for 4 years. This guy's been waiting for this. So anyway, Glaus is a great coach, as well as Ron Emmons. The number 9-8 matchup is out in Hemmingford. Not Hemmingford, Hemmingford. Alma gets to go up there. Never easy to play up there. To play the Hemmingford Spud Pickers, who have now changed their name over the years. It's not Spud Pickers anymore.
Alma gave up 66 points.
Oh, that hurts.
To Eustis Farm.
Oh my goodness.
Last week, 66.
Yep.
Won the game.
Why though? Yeah, and they win it.
Win the game.
Yeah.
I'm going with Alma. I don't think they can stop. I don't think Hemmingford can stop Alma. Alma, they didn't need 4 plays to get a first down. They didn't need. They said 1st and 10. How many plays we get? You get 4. I never saw 3 on that deal, that whole game.
Wow.
Was it 1st or 2nd down the whole? You didn't need the 3 or the 4 on the thing. It was just 1st and 2nd down, 1st and 2nd down. I'm just saying Alma's going to win.
I'm going to join Jimmy.
Yeah, I think Alma with the way they can score.
How about that? And then Dundee County Stratton, who I don't think has ever even been to state in basketball, have they? Wow.
Girls they have.
Girls they have. Oh, good grief. And West Holt gets to go down there, number 3 against number 14. Man, I don't know what to say about
I'm
this
taking
one.
the 3 seed.
Are you? And Phelan Sanford is one of the most terrific high school athletes at that level that there is in the state for. And this game's in Binkleman. Tina, what do you think about that? You think, boy, West Holt, they dropped down to 11-man football, but boy, I saw them get blitzed by Creighton on, I don't know. I'll go with Dundee County.
Yeah, I think Dundee County will survive this one.
And then another, of course, Sutherland gets to go all the way up to, I don't know where this game is, I think Chambers, Wheeler Central, Ewing. It's CWCE now. I'll go with CWCE. Sutherland's been banged around a little bit, but...
Chambers, Wheeler Central lost a really good athlete.
Oh,
they had one
boy.
of the best players in 8-man football, but they had a pretty good supporting cast too. He did so much for them. Last year, I thought they'd win the state. Chambers,
Great quarterback, man.
And this year, I think they'll win this football game. They have some really good supporting cast, but boy, I don't know how you can lose a player like that and just continue to win like they did, and they did.
I've got a picture on my computer. They had 6 kids standing on the sidelines. That's all that team had. So Ewing had to add some to that team because I don't know how in the world they're this good this year.
Mm-hmm. They're good.
That's amazing.
I think Chambers, Wheeler Central, Ewing will march on to the 2nd round.
There you go. There you go. Bottom half of the West bracket. Elm Creek, number 3, hosts Cambridge. Cambridge is only 4-4, but I think Scott Porter's coaching down there, former Blue Hill coach. So, and they've had some pretty good games. The last couple of games, Cambridge, but boy, Elm Creek is tough. Man. And they looked tough last year. They haven't lost a football game. Tino, you want to
No,
go?
I think Elm Creek.
Me too.
I think
What
they've
about
had
you?
I haven't seen Cambridge play. but I'm picking Elm Creek, cause again, last time I worked Elm Creek, I didn't see a second, third, or fourth down, yeah.
Medicine Valley is number 6 seed, and they host number 11 Kennesaw. I'm gonna go with Kennesaw on this one, because I think those guys know how to hit, they know how to play basic football, and they've had a lot tougher schedule than Med Valley has. That's just my thoughts. I saw them play Henderson Heartland last week. I like that Kennesaw team.
I'll take Kennesaw then, I'm gonna base it on what you told me.
Which
But
is-
I will say this, Medicine Valley's coach, tremendous job. I used to still
Who's
things.
coaching down
I
there?
can't think of his name, I think Johnson, for some reason. But
Okay.
His son kicked the winning field goal against Alma. They beat Alma and they.
That's right, they did beat
and
Alma,
kicked
okay.
the winning field goal, and I used to steal things he did in film all the time when I coached at SCM. I just watch his film and go, whoa, I need to run that play, and then all the next thing I know, I thought, well, we ought to just, instead of saying SCM on our uniform, we needed to add their school on it, because he does a tremendous job as a coach. But I'm taking Kennesaw.
Yeah, I think Kennesaw is the physicality that they're used to playing with will be on their side in the game. I think they
I
did
think
that.
so. Craig Schnitzler's healthy again after a heart attack. We're glad to see him back. Number 10 seed Burwell sounds funny because they were picked to be number 1 in the preseason poll. They go to play South Loop. I don't know whether the game is in Arnold or where it is, but this South Loop team is pretty good. But there's another matchup that the lower seed could win. I'm not going to touch that one. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm gonna touch it. I'm gonna go South Loop.
Okay.
A cousin of mine is the quarterback there.
Oh,
and,
Rush, yeah. I figured.
I think they're the real deal. I've seen some film with them this year, and I think they're explosive. But I'm not sure where the game's being played at either. But I like South Loop.
Yeah, Callaway or Arnold, one of the two. It's not in Burwell, so what do you think, Jimmy?
Well, South Loop again, I'm gonna say that South Loop lost one game. They lost at Elm Creek week 8.
That was excusable.
Burwell lost to Palmer early in the season. It was a 4-point game. This is, again, talk about a tough matchup.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
the thing of it is the teams have just made enough mistakes because their schedule was so tough that's why they're seeding. If they'd have seeded this thing without Burwell having to play Palmer and without South Loop having
Let's
to
just
play
leave
Elm
it
Creek,
out.
they would have played.
Right.
Yeah, but now they gotta play each other. So yeah, but I'm gonna go with South Loop, but I think Burwell's got a good football team too.
15 seed Bertrand gets to go down to Grant and play Perkins County. I'll go with Perkins County, maybe by a couple of touchdowns.
Yeah, I think Bertrand, beat,
But that's not a bad football.
no, Bertrand beat Amherst at the very beginning of the year, and everybody was going, wow, how did they beat the Amherst that bad? Unbelievable. And Amherst finished season 2-6, and Bertrand goes 4-4, but at the time we're all going, whoa, what happened here? But, but I'm like you, that I've heard nothing but good things about Perkins County, never seen him play.
I haven't seen them play on film or in person or otherwise, but
They're going to run the ball on your post.
I think their physicality that they play with year in, year out, I think is too much for.
And I'll go with Perkins and Bowen. Yeah, there's some great matchups on the horizon. Winner of that game plays the winner of South Loop Burwell. On to the East bracket, number 1, West Point Guardian Angels Central Catholic, who's got 700 kids out for football, will host Clearwater Orchard, who lost a lot of players, but still made the playoffs. How about that? I believe I'm going to go.
Guardian Angels.
Boy,
me too.
what a pretty bold.
What's the next game?
bold prediction. How about you, Tino?
I'm gonna go with Guardian Angel Central Catholic.
Good matchup. 8-9, number 9. Humphrey, Lizzie Holy Family, Bill Mimick's up there. Good old Bill Mimick, Ronnie's older brother, and Pender, the Pendragons. Are the girls the Lady Pendragons? I believe they are. Anyway, I'll stay away. I don't know. I'll change my mind. I'll go with Humphrey, Lindsay, Holy Family, just because of Bill Mimick.
I'll take the 8 seed. Who's the 8 seed?
It's Pender.
Pender's the 8 seed?
Pender's
I'm
the
taking
8
the 8 seed. They're the home team.
A flip of the coin for me as well. So
It's hard to do.
Yeah.
How about East Butler? They're going to be playing in Dwight. I took a tour of Dwight once.
Is it DeWitt or Dwight?
It's Dwight. That's in the Bohemian Alps South. Jimmy, how dare you not know where Dwight and Brainerd and all those are?
My fault. Is it? Does DeWitt a different town?
DeWitt is where Tri-County is. Yes.
Oh,
that's
I
where
mean-
the old broom factory
Well,
was.
I have that's my bad. I should have known. I
I
didn't read it. I mean, you're the one with a piece of paper.
Dwight and DeWitt. Yeah, it sounds
The
just
show's
alike.
losing credibility.
Shut the
without you.
camera off so we don't get an argument there.
And
Who's the lower seed? I'll take them.
High Plains. And
That's
what
what
a
I
sad
got.
story, though. They lose Thomas Young, and they lost every game after that.
Was that right?
Yeah, and their quarterback is everything, and now they have you know, and I think East Butler wins this, although they've lost a lot of players from last year, but I'll go with East Butler.
I'll take East Butler then.
In
too.
Dwight.
East Butler as well.
Nebraska Lutheran from Waco goes against Heartland in Henderson. I saw, 3-5 for Nebraska Lutheran. I'll go with Heartland and my favorite running back. So how about you guys?
Me too, I got that same team.
Heartland easy.
So we go to the bottom bracket. We have Lourdes Central Catholic from Nebraska City hosting Clarkson Lee, or as they say on a local radio station, Clarkson Lehigh. I'm gonna go with the Nebraska City Lourdes fellas.
Me too.
You know, I mean, I think they lost to Sacred Heart. That's excusable,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
Well, how about you, Dino? Okay.
Nebraska City Lords.
Johnson Brock at Mike Spears, Howells Dodge. I'll go with Mike's team up there at Howells.
I got Howells Dodge.
They're in the
Howells
Magic
Dodge,
Circle.
Yep, Howells Dodge.
Howells Dodge?
Yep.
All right, then we have Tri-County, a game I was gonna go to. Hardington, Newcastle. This is a great matchup. And let's see, I gotta look, see what this is. 7-10. Got two of the best running backs in Class D1, 8-man going against each other. But I'm gonna go with,
Who's the 7 seed?
it's Tri-County in
Tri-County.
DeWitt. Capital D-E-W, capital D-E, capital W-I-T-T. I played there before. I'm gonna go with Tri-County.
Me too.
All right.
Tri-County.
Bottom of the bracket, number 15, Diller Odell, going against number 2, Creighton, who will probably win the whole thing. Diller Odell is
Get him away. I go Creighton.
I'm taking Creighton
Taylor
also.
Odell.
Take that one away.
number 1 in volleyball, but not football.
Oh, okay.
We have covered Class D1. And now we're gonna go to Class D2, if these are in the right order. If they're not in the right order.
And someone mixed them up.
I mixed them up as my own fault. We're gonna take a break right now and go, we'll be back as Bobby Mills, after he mixed up all these, finds Class D2, Cornhusker Toyota Honda. We'll be back in just a moment on the Bobby Mills Independent Sports Talk Show.